Hello, this is our presentation for our medical instrumentation class. This is for lab number 2, sensors, and this will be the presentation for group number 1. In this lab, we explore the use of MATLAB's programmable environment and Arduino's easy-to-build circuit hardware to monitor temperature changes using a sensor. We were able to continuously read temperature data and display it in real time. Our objective was to set a temperature threshold so that the sensor detected a temperature above a threshold. It will trigger a buzzer and light up an LED light. The combination of MATLAB and Arduino allowed us to observe the sensor's data visually and trigger outputs efficiently. Our main goal in this lab was to control the input and output of an Arduino board using MATLAB. Specifically, we wanted to achieve continuous temperature readings for a minimum of 30 seconds, plot the temperature in real time, and trigger the buzzer and LED when the temperature exceeded a set threshold. Additionally, we wanted to estimate the rate of temperature change and compare the experimental results with theoretical values. To achieve our objectives, we use an Arduino board, a temperature sensor, a buzzer, and LED resistors, and MATLAB for data acquisition and plotting. The temperature sensor provided continuous readings, and we programmed the Arduino to trigger the buzzer and LED when the temperature crossed the threshold. The system was designed to run for at least 30 seconds continuously, monitoring the temperature while MATLAB plotted the data in real time. Here we can see the circuit setup. The LED was connected to a 1 kilo ohm resistor and pin D13 on the Arduino board, while the temperature sensor was connected to an A0 for analog readings. The buzzer was also connected to a digital pin. The Arduino continuously reads the sensor data, and when the temperature crosses the threshold, both the buzzer and the LED are activated. This simple setup allowed us to observe how the temperature sensor responds to changes and triggers the appropriate outputs. This slide shows a snippet of the MATLAB code we use for our data acquisition and triggering of the outputs. We wrote a for loop to continuously read the temperature data for 30 seconds, and if the temperature exceeded the threshold, the code would turn on the LED and activate the buzzer. The real-time plot feature in MATLAB allowed us to visualize the temperature data while the experiment was running. This process ensured continuous monitoring and timely output activation. Here we have a real-time plot of the temperature data. This graph represents the changes in temperature over time as we apply heat to the sensor. In this slide, we calculated the rate of temperature change and plotted based on the data we acquire. This graph helps us estimate how long it will take for the temperature to reach the threshold. Now, let's take a look at the video we recorded of our experimenting action. In this video, you can see the Arduino setup along with the temperature sensor, LED, and buzzer. As the temperature increases and reaches the threshold, the LED lights up and the buzzer goes off. This video demonstrates how our system successfully monitored temperature and triggered the outputs when the threshold was met. Overall, our system performed as expected. The temperature sensor continuously monitored the temperature, and the buzzer and LED were triggered when the set threshold was reached. In conclusion, This lab gave us practical experience in combining software and hardware to monitor sensor data and trigger outputs. We successfully used MATLAB to continuously monitor temperature changes and Arduino to control the buzzer and LED. Our experiment demonstrated how real-time data acquisition and plotting can provide valuable insights into sensor behavior. By estimating the rate of temperature change, we were also able to predict when the outputs will be triggered. This hands-on experience has been an excellent learning opportunity for applying theoretical knowledge in real-world scenarios. Here are the references that we used during the project to guide us in setting up the circuit and writing the code. These resources help us understand the process of integrating Arduino with MATLAB for real-time monitoring and output control. Thank you for watching.